6 months. That's the powerful time frame it takes to completely rewrite your life's narrative. Not years, not a lifetime, but 6 intense months of focused effort, unwavering discipline, and absolute commitment. Most people never grasp the speed at which they can transform their reality, caught in the belief that true change demands an eternity, but it doesn't. 6 months of strategic action, moving with purpose, and executing at your peak, and you'll scarcely recognize the person you once were. Too many let 6 months slip away unnoticed, drifting aimlessly, allowing distractions to steal precious time, starting ventures only to abandon them. Consequently, nothing shifts. But those who master momentum, who understand the strategic power of focus, who commit fully, they are the ones who engineer breakthroughs that appear impossible to others. Imagine right now deciding that these next 6 months will be different. That for the first time, you will fully lock in, eliminating every distraction, every excuse, every weakness that has held you captive. Envision waking daily with a clear plan, executing it with precision, refusing to slow down no matter what. If you embrace that level of intensity, where could you be 6 months from today? How much stronger, sharper, closer to the life you're destined for? Most never pose this question, deferring change to someday or the right time. Yet someday isn't on any calendar, and the right time never simply arrives. There is only now. The people who ascend, who separate themselves from the crowd, understand that every wasted moment is a moment irrevocably lost. So the critical decision awaits. Are you ready to seize total control? To stop waiting? To unleash 6 months of relentless execution, becoming the most disciplined, focused, and unstoppable version of yourself? If your answer is a resounding yes, prepare to experience progress most people only dream of. Once you witness your own boundless capability, there's no turning back. This isn't fleeting motivation. It's a meticulously structured, step-by-step system. Followed diligently, it guarantees success, forcing you to grow, evolve, and transcend every perceived limitation. This plan will sculpt your habits, forge your mindset, harden your discipline, and multiply your results. If you are serious, ready, and willing to do what it takes, the next 6 months will be the most powerful, productive, and transformative period of your entire life. And once ignited, once committed, once you feel the pulse of consistent execution, nothing will stop you. The foundational first step in this 6-month blueprint is embracing absolute responsibility for your current position. No more blaming external forces, no more pointing fingers, no more passively waiting for change. If you're not where you aspire to be, it's a direct outcome of your past decisions. And to alter your trajectory for the next 6 months, you must begin making superior decisions today. Many never fully own their lives, attributing their stagnation to past circumstances, environment, upbringing, or the people around them. They convince themselves they're stuck due to external forces, a common fallacy in strategic thinking. But champions operate differently. They understand that regardless of yesterday, they command what happens next. They conserve energy by not complaining about the unchangeable, channeling all focus into what they can control. This is your mandate from this moment forward. Adopt the mindset that everything is your responsibility. Your results, your progress, your habits, your mindset, your success. If something isn't working, it's your mission to fix it. If you're not where you want to be, it's your duty to act. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more squandering time. The next crucial step is achieving crystal clarity on your goals. Many falter because they lack a precise target. They claim to desire success but cannot define its contours. They wish to improve, but lack a tangible measure of what that entails. Without precise, measurable objectives, genuine progress remains elusive. So, Challenge yourself. Where do you envision yourself 6 months from now? What specific accomplishments beckon? What skills demand mastery? What habits will you embed? Which areas of your life cry out for elevation? Be granular. If getting in shape is your goal, what does that quantifiably mean? Losing a specific weight? Building muscle mass? Achieving a particular athletic benchmark? If it's financial success, define it. A specific income, a savings percentage, launching a viable business. Vague goals yield vague results, much like imprecise market analysis. You need a target so lucid, so precise that there's zero ambiguity about your mission. Once your goals are forged, you need a powerful strategy, a comprehensive plan. Setting goals alone is insufficient. Anyone can articulate a desire. The distinction between achievers and the rest lies in the roadmap. Winners don't just set goals. They meticulously deconstruct them into daily, weekly, and monthly actionable steps. If your ambition is peak physical condition in 6 months, what daily actions are non-negotiable? What does your training regimen entail? What nutritional strategy is essential? How many hours of restorative sleep are crucial for recovery and cognitive function? If your goal is financial prosperity, what exact steps are required? Increasing income streams, optimizing expenditure, acquiring new valuable skills, launching an enterprise. You must delineate the specific daily actions that propel you toward your objective. Then, you must execute relentlessly. This is where most falter. They set goals, they craft plans, but then they fail to follow through. Distractions derail them, emotions dictate their actions, inconsistency erodes their progress. But that ends now. For the next 6 months, you will show up every single day, executing your plan with unwavering discipline. And here's the strategic key. You must cease negotiating with yourself. Most fail because they introduce options. They wake and ponder, do I feel like doing this today? The moment that question forms, you've already lost. Your mind, an inherent comfort seeker, will always opt for ease over effort, perpetually seeking an excuse to bypass the demanding work. But true leaders, winners, they don't negotiate. They don't debate a workout. They simply do it. They don't ponder their plan. They execute it no matter what. They pre-commit, making their actions non-negotiable, thereby guaranteeing success. This is the mindset you must cultivate. Your triumph over the next 6 months hinges on your capacity to act, even when motivation wanes. Your discipline must eclipse your emotions. Your commitment must overpower your excuses. Your focus must overwhelm any distraction. Because if you master this, if you forge the habit of immediate, unwavering execution, you will accomplish more in 6 months than most achieve in years. This is the profound power of this plan. Not fleeting inspiration or hype, but a systematic, disciplined transformation through consistent, deliberate action. It's about making choices that compel growth, daily pushing beyond your comfort zone, ensuring that 6 months from now you are not merely improved, but utterly unrecognizable from who you are today. Now that you've claimed responsibility and set your sights, the first tactical move in this 6-month success plan is establishing absolute command over your time and priorities. Without this bedrock, every other aspiration crumbles. You can set grand goals, devise brilliant strategies, but if your time isn't governed by you, it will be consumed by others. Your days will be devoured by distractions, your energy drained by irrelevancies. Before you know it, 6 months will evaporate, leaving you precisely where you began. Hence, your initial unwavering commitment must be, every single moment of my time will actively serve my mission. Most people allow time to simply happen. They wake and immediately react to the world. their mind scattered before the day even truly begins. This reactive pattern perpetuates stagnation. They live on autopilot, devoid of system, devoid of structure, and thus genuine progress eludes them. But that era is over. From this instant, you seize control of your schedule. You will wake with a plan, and you will execute that plan without hesitation. You will not allow distractions to dictate your day, nor waste precious hours on anything that doesn't advance your mission. Treat every hour as your most valuable asset, because it unequivocally is. This demands establishing firm boundaries, ruthlessly eliminating time-wasting activities, and refusing engagement with anything that diverts you from your vision. Here's the truth, a fundamental economic principle applied to life. Every action you take either moves you closer to your goals or pulls you further away. There is no neutral, no "I'll do it later," no "just 5 more minutes." Only forward or backward. And if you are committed to transforming your life in 6 months, you must move forward every single day. This is where many falter. They start with zeal but fail to safeguard their time. They allow themselves to be pulled in too many directions, succumb to distractions, and squander hours on non-essential tasks. Momentum dwindles, focus erodes, and old habits reclaim their grip, but not you. You will forge a schedule that compels success. Wake consistently. Structure your mornings to maximize energy and mental clarity. Dedicate specific blocks to deep work, to training, to growth. Never permit meaningless distractions to breach your mission. And most critically, adhere to your schedule come what may. Once you begin negotiating, once exceptions creep in, once you skip tasks because you don't feel like it, you've lost. This isn't about simply working harder. It's about working smarter, strategically optimizing every resource. It's about eliminating wasted effort and focusing laser-like on what genuinely moves the needle. Many are busy but not productive, filling their days with motion devoid of forward progress, a common trap in inefficient systems. But you will not confuse movement with progress. Every action will be intentional, every effort measured, every task serving a clear purpose. If it doesn't align with your mission, cut it immediately. This disciplined approach reveals a profound truth. You possess far more time than you imagine. Once you diligently track your hours, you uncover the astonishing amount being squandered. Fix this. Remove every distraction, craft a system that locks you into peak performance, and everything shifts. Productivity skyrockets, progress accelerates, results multiply. What once took months now manifests in weeks. This is the blueprint for massive success in merely 6 months. Absolute discipline in time management, surgical removal of non-contributing elements, replacing wasted effort with relentless execution. From this moment, no more wasted hours, no more distractions, no more excuses. Every second is valuable. Every decision matters. Commit to this. Protect your time with the fierce intensity of a champion, and 6 months from now, your life will be unrecognizable. Now, having mastered time control, the next imperative is to master discipline itself. Time alone is inert. How you use it defines your destiny. This is where the majority falter. Goals are set, plans are made, schedules crafted, but the discipline to follow through is absent. They rely on transient motivation, waiting for the feeling to strike, and thus remain stuck. To truly transform in 6 months, you must eradicate this weakness. You must sever the link between feelings and actions, becoming an individual who executes no matter what. For discipline is the unyielding bridge between aspiration and achievement, not talent, not luck, not intelligence, just pure, relentless discipline. the unwavering capacity to show up daily and perform what's necessary, regardless of how you feel. Herein lies your true metamorphosis. Once you train yourself to act without hesitation, once you eliminate the habit of overthinking, once you detach from the dependency on motivation, you become unstoppable. Most never reach this summit because they recoil from resistance. Discomfort stops them, minor obstacles break their momentum, they surrender when the path steepens. But champions, they thrive in discomfort. They don't flee struggle, they embrace it. They understand that pain, fatigue, doubt, none of it truly matters, only execution. This is the mindset you must embody. No more excuses. No more negotiations, no more waiting for ideal conditions. From this moment, your actions are not dictated by emotion, but by necessity. This means rising precisely when you said you would, without the allure of the snooze button, training your body even when exhaustion whispers, advancing your goals even when no one is watching, expunging the phrase, "I don't feel like it," from your lexicon. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your actions are everything. Most people are emotional captives, waiting for motivation, and when it's absent, they do nothing. They are consumed by moods, by fleeting distractions, by momentary struggles. But victors grasp a profound truth. Motion creates emotion. You don't await a positive feeling to act, you act, and the feeling follows. The initial 30 days of this plan will be your crucible. Your mind will resist. Old habits will fiercely fight back. The urge to quit, to slow down, will be immense. Every excuse imaginable will echo in your head, attempting to divert you. But this is the defining moment that distinguishes the successful from the stagnant. What do you do when the desire to quit is overwhelming? That is the ultimate test. And the answer is simple. You keep going. No matter your emotional state, no matter your fatigue, no matter the mental pleas to stop. Because every time you push through resistance, you forge inner strength. Every time you honor a commitment to yourself, you build unshakable self-trust. Every time you show up when quitting felt easier, you create unstoppable momentum. That is why the next 6 months will be unlike anything you've ever experienced. This time, no breaks. This time, no slowing down. This time, no excuses. This time, you will train yourself to execute with machine-like precision. And here's the profound secret. Once you master discipline, you will never again need motivation. You won't require external prodding, external pressure, or the right feeling. Action will become automatic. Most never reach this echelon, trapped in a cycle of sporadic effort. They work hard for days, then rest. They push for a while, then decelerate. They chase success, but never cultivate the consistent habits that birth it, condemning them to a frustrating loop of perpetual striving without achieving. But that will not be your fate. The instant you shed reliance on motivation, the moment you eliminate the need to feel ready, the moment discipline hardens into habit, you will win every single time. So, your challenge for the next 6 months: sever emotion from execution. No more debating, no more waiting, no more stopping when the going gets tough. If it needs to be done, you do it. If you made a commitment, you follow through. If you set a goal, you execute until it's achieved, unequivocally. This is the mindset of champions, the dividing line between those who conquer and those who remain stuck. It's not about luck, not about innate talent. It's about embodying the person who simply does not stop, does not quit, does not slow down. Cultivate this level of discipline, commit to this execution, refuse to let anything impede you, and 6 months from now, you will be utterly transformed. With distractions eliminated and unshakable discipline forged, the next phase of your 6-month ascent is elevating your standards in every facet of your life. Discipline alone is a powerful engine, but if you're operating below your true potential, even consistent effort yields suboptimal returns. The objective isn't merely hard work, but work executed at the highest possible caliber. Many remain stagnant because their standards are too low. They convince themselves enough is sufficient, when in reality they're merely embracing comfort. They exert effort, but not the kind that catalyzes genuine transformation. They settle for getting by instead of relentlessly demanding excellence. And that's why they never achieve a breakthrough, because what you tolerate, you perpetuate. Tolerate excuses, and excuses will define your reality. Tolerate mediocrity, and you will remain average. Tolerate half-hearted effort, and you will never experience full results. But elevate your standards. Demand excellence from yourself in every endeavor, and everything shifts. This is the hallmark of the elite, the strategic differentiator. They don't settle. They don't cut corners. They refuse to operate at the same pace as the masses. They transcend the standard. They train harder, execute with greater precision, and demand more from themselves than anyone else ever would. Consequently, they rise to the pinnacle while others remain fixed. This is precisely what you must do for the next 6 months. Elevate your standards. In your work, your discipline, your habits, your mindset, your physical and mental toughness, hold yourself to a level of excellence that forces growth. This means no more doing the bare minimum, no more just enough, no more working only when convenient and halting when challenges arise. If you commit, you go all in. If you set a goal, you pour every ounce of your being into its achievement. If you wake, you attack the day as if your life depends on it, because it does. This means training with unprecedented intensity, not just showing up, but pushing past perceived limits, not just doing the work, but demanding more from yourself every single day. If your previous limit was 10 reps, push for 12. If you worked for an hour, aim for 90 minutes of focused effort. If you set small goals, now you aim for monumental ones. Because, fundamentally, growth is a product of pressure, a core principle in any dynamic system. If you are not uncomfortable, you are not growing. If you are not challenged, you are not improving. If you are not struggling, you are not evolving. Comfort is the insidious enemy of progress. To transform your life in 6 months, you must actively seek discomfort, pursue challenges, and force yourself into a state of continuous growth every single day. Many avoid this, seeking the easy path, wanting change without the discomfort it demands. That's why their full potential remains untapped. True transformation necessitates pain, sacrifice, and pushing beyond the point where most would surrender. This is your mandate. Become obsessed with leveling up. Demand excellence in every detail, your training, your work, your thought patterns, your very bearing. There can be no weak links, no gaps in your discipline, no areas where mediocrity is accepted. If something isn't operating at its highest level, you rectify it immediately. This is the strategic pathway to massive results in a compressed time frame, systematically removing every weakness, fortifying every aspect of your life, ensuring every move propels you forward. This is where many falter. They embrace high standards briefly, then allow them to slip. They make progress, then decelerate, believing they've done enough, and relax. Before they know it, they're back to square one. But you will defy this pattern. You will continuously elevate your standards every single day. You won't just maintain progress, you will accelerate it. You will never settle for what you've achieved. You will demand more. You will never revert to your former self. This requires constant self-evaluation, unwavering accountability. Ask yourself daily, did I give my absolute best today? Did I push further than yesterday? Did I uphold the highest possible standard? If the answer is no, rectify it immediately. There's no longer room for average, no room for hesitation, no room for slowing down. You are the architect of your future, and for the next 6 months, you will operate at a level most will never conceive. Once you raise your standards, once you demand excellence from yourself daily, you will never regress. You will never settle. You will accept nothing less than your absolute best. At this juncture, you've controlled your time, mastered discipline, and elevated your standards. The next critical piece of this 6-month success plan is forging an unshakable mindset. Success isn't merely about relentless effort. It's about cultivating a mind so resilient that nothing can fracture it. A mind impervious to doubt, unyielding to fear, unshaken by obstacles. Many fail to reach their full potential because their mental fortitude is weak. Fear dominates them. Minor setbacks discourage them. Negativity, external opinions, and temporary failures easily distract them. Consequently, they lack the consistency needed for genuine success. But you will transcend this trap. From this moment, you will train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, stronger than your fears, stronger than any obstacle. You will develop the mental toughness that compels forward movement, come what may. Herein lies the true test. Over the next 6 months, challenges will surface. Doubt will whisper. Days will come when every fiber of your being craves deceleration. These are the moments that distinguish champions. What do you do when the going gets tough? The weak mind breaks, seeks escape, concocts excuses, blames circumstances. But the strong mind relentlessly pushes forward. It doesn't break, doesn't complain, doesn't wallow in self-pity. It simply keeps going. This is the mindset you must adopt. Nothing can stop me. Not pain, not fear, not struggle, not failure. Nothing. Most individuals are governed by their thoughts. They permit negativity to fester, feed their fears, fixate on problems rather than solutions. But from this moment, you will command your mind. You will be ruthlessly intentional about what you permit into your consciousness. Negative thoughts will be eradicated the instant they appear. You will refuse to grant power to fear, doubt, or hesitation. This demands merciless self-talk. No more "I hope I succeed." No more "I'll try my best." No more entertaining thoughts of failure. From now on, you will speak and think in absolutes. I will succeed, I will execute, I will dominate. Because your mind shapes your reality, a fundamental principle of self-actualization. If you believe you will succeed, you will. If you believe you are unstoppable, you are. If you believe that no matter what, you will persist, then nothing in this world can halt you. But even a sliver of doubt, a moment where fear occupies mental space, a second of hesitation that is all it takes for weakness to infiltrate. And once weakness takes root, it spreads. Thus, you must protect your mindset with the same fervor you guard your life, for it is inextricably linked. This means eliminating all negativity. If something doesn't serve your growth, it has no place in your mind. If people around you exude negativity, doubt your capabilities, or attempt to pull you down, strategically remove them from your inner circle. If your environment breeds distraction, hindering peak performance, alter it immediately. Your mind is a battlefield, and every day you are either winning or losing the internal struggle. You are either feeding strength or weakness, reinforcing belief in your invincibility, or allowing doubt to slow your advance. This is the secret most never grasp. Your life is a mirror of your mind. A weak mind yields weak results. A strong mind yields strong results. It is that simple. So, for the next 6 months, you will train your mind with the same intensity you train your body, your skills, and your discipline. You will fortify it daily, purging weakness from your thoughts, refusing to let distractions, negativity, or fear control you. Here's how. Deliberately expose yourself to struggle. Place yourself in challenging situations. Confront your fears. Do things that induce discomfort, that test your limits, that compel growth. Because the only path to a powerful mind is through resistance, like a geopolitical entity strengthening its resolve through adversity. Many avoid struggle, seeking the easy escape from discomfort, which is precisely why they remain mentally vulnerable. Real strength is forged by pushing through what would shatter others. This is your commitment for the next 6 months. Actively seek out discomfort, chase difficulty, position yourself in situations that test your boundaries. The more you do this, the stronger you become. And once your mind is unshakable, nothing can stop you. Ask yourself, am I ready to command my mind? Am I ready to banish fear, doubt, and hesitation forever? Make that decision, commit fully to this level of mental strength, and you will never revert to your old way of thinking. You have now built discipline, elevated your standards, and forged an unshakable mindset. The final, crowning piece of this 6-month success plan is relentless execution. All the discipline in the world means nothing without action. The right habits, the right thoughts, the right strategies, all are inert if you don't execute consistently at the highest level without hesitation. Most people never actualize their full potential because they overthink rather than execute. They await the perfect moment, convincing themselves they need more time, more preparation, more information. Consequently, they remain stuck. They plan but never move. They think but never do. Eventually, they look back and realize years were wasted waiting for ideal conditions, when success awaited only their action. But you will not repeat that mistake. From this moment, you will become an execution machine. No hesitation, no waiting, no allowing fear or doubt to impede your momentum. If something needs to be done, you will do it immediately. This is the profound shift that will separate you from the majority. Most merely talk about what they'll do. They dream of success. They promise themselves that one day they'll act. But champions, they don't talk, they don't dream, they execute every single day. No excuses, no hesitation, no waiting. This is how you achieve massive progress in 6 months. Not by moving only when you feel ready. Not by waiting for perfect conditions, but by taking action now, even without all the answers. Even if not 100% prepared, even if fear screams in your head, because action annihilates fear. Action builds confidence. Action creates momentum. Many mistakenly believe they need to feel confident before acting. The reality is the inverse. Confidence isn't born from thought, it's forged through doing. The more you act, the more you challenge yourself, the more you step into the unknown, the stronger you become. Soon, what once terrified you, what once caused hesitation, what once seemed impossible, becomes effortless. So from now on, operate with urgency. No more procrastination, no more delays, no more "I'll do it later." If a task demands completion, do it immediately. If an opportunity arises, seize it without hesitation. If a challenge emerges, confront it head-on. This means you will move faster than everyone else. You will work harder. You will push further. And as a direct result, you will distinguish yourself from the crowd. While others are still deliberating, debating, or making excuses, you will already be 10 steps ahead, building momentum, gaining ground, creating undeniable success. This is the secret high performers understand. Speed matters. The faster you move, the more opportunities you create, the greater momentum you build, the more inevitable success becomes. Once you are in motion, once you are locked in, Once momentum is your ally, nothing can stop you. Most never experience this because they never move fast enough to build true momentum. They stop and start, act then hesitate, make a little progress then slow down. But winners, they don't stop, they don't take breaks, they don't slow down. Once results begin to manifest, they accelerate. This is your path for the next 6 months. Become relentless. Execute with a speed and intensity that most cannot sustain. Eliminate hesitation, eradicate delays, and train yourself to move forward without fear. Because this is how success happens quickly. It's not magic, not luck, not some esoteric formula. It's massive, relentless action every single day. It's ensuring not a single moment is wasted. It's pushing forward no matter what. It's refusing to decelerate, refusing to ease off the gas, refusing to settle for anything less than maximum progress. And once you embrace this, you'll uncover an incredible truth. You are capable of far more than you ever conceived. The limits you perceived? Illusions. The doubts in your head? Mere phantoms. The fears that once paralyzed you? Obstacles only because you hesitated. But now you are moving. Now you are executing. Now you are proving to yourself that nothing can stop you. This is where transformation blossoms. Once you operate at this level, once execution becomes your default, you will never revert to your old self. You will never again be the person who hesitates, who second guesses, who allows fear or inertia to impede them. You will have become a different person, sharp, swift, dominant in every arena of life. So, ask yourself, am I ready to execute like never before? Am I ready to move faster, work harder, push further than ever? Am I ready to eliminate hesitation, banish fear, and take massive action daily until my success is inevitable? If your answer is a resounding yes, then the next 6 months will be the most powerful of your life. You've made the decision, a decision most will never make, a decision to seize absolute control of your time, your discipline, your mindset, and your execution, a decision to commit to 6 months of absolute focus, 6 months of relentless action, 6 months of becoming the strongest, sharpest, most unstoppable version of yourself. And now, the only thing left is to follow through. Because 6 months of extreme focus can catapult you years ahead. 6 months of eliminating distractions, excuses, and hesitation can redefine your entire life. 6 months of executing daily, no breaks, no wasted time. No stopping can transport you from your current reality to a place you never imagined possible. But only if you commit fully, not halfway. Not with a tentative, I'll try. Not with excuses about difficulty, but fully, with every ounce of effort, every moment of focus, every drop of discipline within you. Most never reach this summit. They remain in the cycle of starting and stopping, making progress, then relenting, getting excited, then losing momentum. Consequently, they never witness their true capabilities. But you are not most people. You now understand the truth. Success isn't luck, it isn't waiting, it isn't hoping for change. It is relentless execution. So, from this moment, there is no turning back. You are all in. Every day, you will wake and attack your goals with ferocity. You will safeguard your time. You will push beyond your limits. You will eliminate every weakness, every distraction, every excuse that could impede your ascent. You will execute with precision, with focus, with the kind of hunger that distinguishes champions. And 6 months from now, you will look back and realize this was the defining moment. The moment you stopped waiting, the moment you stopped making excuses, the moment you decided once and for all that nothing would stop you. This isn't the end, this is merely the beginning. Because the person you are becoming, the person you are forging over these next 6 months, will never revert to who they were. Once you reach this echelon, once you develop this momentum, Once you witness your immense power, you will never desire to slow down again. So go, move with speed, move with purpose, move with the kind of intensity that forces success into existence. Because the next 6 months are yours, and when they are complete, the world will not recognize you,